Good morning, friends. It's Nicole. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a really fun project to share with you from start to finish. I'm making a mini junk journal using scraps from my collection, the Flower Emporium by 49 Market. I didn't want to throw out all my little scraps, but I thought it would be fun to make a little junk journal, something I have never really made. So here I am. I'm going to be using There is a book binding tool that I'm going to be using, a ruler, 49 Market ring for the inside, and their punch. So to begin, I'm just going and measuring the chipboard pieces. I'm cutting two bases out. They are sized at size 4 inches, 4¼ inch by 5. And I'm cutting two of those out for the base. The spine is going to be 1½ inch by 5 inches. And then the pages are going to be 3 by 4. And the first time I did this, I messed up and it didn't work out. So just be mindful. Decide first what size page you want to go with. And then up the album size, the bases, by 1 inch more, okay? Or even 1¼ inch, more than whatever your page is. So I'm going with 3 by 4 pages, and the base is going to be 4¼ by 5 inches. The spine is 1½ inch by 5, and so that's important to know. And I'm using the bookbinding tool just to place down the chipboard and space them out. Super easy to use. And then I'm gluing them down using a strong adhesive by Beacon. I love their glue. And then I'm tracing a line around the whole album, the chipboard, because this is going to be the actual base of the album. And I'm going to cover it with that paper. So that's why you glue down the chipboard pieces, and then you're going to cut them out together all on one sheet. And then I'm going to use a bone folder to fold the creases around the album. And just make sure you get that down good. And this is a thick paper, so it's kind of hard to do. But you can do it. It just takes a little bit of time. And I'm adding a lot of glue along the edges there because I want it to hold. And then I just used the bone folder to kind of flatten it out again, smoothing it with my fingers and just holding it in place for a little bit. It doesn't take too long to dry. And so I'm just patting it down because I want to make sure it gets down there, the glue. And then I'm going to use this sheet for the inside, and I kind of lined it up so that it goes along with the other shape at the bottom there. And I'm going to glue this down, and then while this is wet, I'm going to carefully crease it because it'll be kind of hard to not tear your paper if you wait till that glue is dry to do that. So I think the best way to do it is to just move it a little bit while it's still wet. And then this is the binder ring from 49 Market. I'm just going to go ahead. It has an adhesive strip. You can use the strip or you can just glue it. I went ahead and used the strip. And it's a perfect size for this album. So fun. And now I'm going to go and cut down my papers to 3 by 4. And then I'm going to use 49 Market's punch to punch the holes in there. And I'm just going to go ahead and just randomly cut my scraps and put them in there. I only have a few of these pages. I kind of went with the lighter color pages and some other fun prints to pull the front of the cover through. And then I'm going to use the ledger paper as well. These will be fun insert pages. And so I'm going to just go ahead and cut these down to 3 by 4. I'm not sure how many pages I ended up having, but it was quite a few. And the album holds a good amount of pages, so I'm going to go ahead and pop some holes in here just to speed along the process and pop that in the album. And then I'm just going to come through and add embellishments, which is going to be so fun. And I just love this. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just add some things in here. As you can see, I have a bag of die cuts and tags and labels, all from the Flower Emporium collection. I don't like to throw things away, especially when it's good quality products, so I'm going to figure out how to use most of the things in this bag so that I can move along with Vicki Boutin's other collection that she created for 49 Market, because I love her. And so I am going to go ahead and glue this to the front of the cover, the chipboard piece. And I'll be doing a lot of back and forth throughout the pages as I find different things that will go in specific places of the journal. And then I'm using foam squares to pop off the leaf here just to add dimension. So fun. And then I'm going to cut this down. It's a chipboard. I like the sentiment. I'm just going to cut it down just so it can fit right in that frame. And then pop that up as well. There we go. And then I'm just looking for something else I can add. I like the butterfly, the vellum. I'm going to go ahead and glue that right there. And then I'm just looking for something else. I was going to add the bee. I decided not to. But I do like the daisies, the transparent. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down here. And then I'm going to add some ribbon. Tie that through here. I just like to add ribbon to my album. Just add so much. Gives it a nice homespun look. And then I couldn't find my fabric scissors, so I had to look for those. Alright, and there's the cover. And now I'm just going to go through here and just start adding embellishment. And I really don't have a plan. I just want to use up as many of these pretty embellishments and add them inside this art journal or junk journal. And then I'm going to add this one a corner here and just freshly cut the ends there. And then I'm just being very careful when I do glue these down and flip to the next page because the glue is not completely dry. But I'm impatient and I don't like to wait until it dries. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop some foam strips or squares to this laser cut die frame. So fun. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this in here. Another chipboard label sentiment. So fun. And then I'm going to add some string in there. I honestly can't tell you how much fun this was. It was so fun for me. I did this one morning. It was like a Saturday morning, and I just wanted to play. So I just grabbed my scraps and my tools and just started playing. It was so fun. This is the most fun I've had on a project in a while. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and add this flower. And I am going to fussy cut the ends there. And let's see, I'm going to add a button in here. I'm just looking for a brown button to add there. Just to add dimension and make it fun. I want this junk journal to be as junked up and chunky as it can be. So fun. And then I'm just looking for something else to add in here, like a sentiment. So I'm just finding out where I want to put it. And I just move things around till I'm happy. Alright, and then I like this. And I popped this up with foam strips. I'm going to add some flowers first and put them down. And the whole thing is just to junk it up. You know what I mean? I don't have a plan. I'm simply grabbing things and just adding them in here. And then I am trying to be careful so that everything matches. Because I do want it to be some kind of format to this junk journal. Then I'm going to add some foam squares to this laser die cut of the flowers and place that inside the frame. And then add the sentiment chipboard piece here. And I'm going to come back once everything is down in the album and add little gems here and there throughout the album. but you won't see that process because it's something I did after I was done. But it's super easy. You just go and add some gem to the center of the flowers or the butterflies, that type of thing. I love this pink flower, so pretty. Alright, and then I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do here. And I'm just moving these die cuts around to see if I like it. And I'm just applying layers here just to make it more fun. I'm going to glue the butterfly down. And I just love this. Moving along. Super fun. As you can see, I'm totally using up my scraps here. And then I cut the tab down a little bit and punched a hole in it. And now I'm just trying to look for something to put on there. And then I saw the leaves, and I'm going to put them on here as well. So fun. Alright, and then I love this little orange flower cluster. I'm going to go ahead and add that down here. And then I'm just moving things around. And I may come back to that one as well. Let's see. I love the butterfly. I'm going to crease him up a little bit, glue just the center of the butterfly on there so that his wings pop up off the page. And then the daisy flower, I'm just going to hand draw a leaf. Like, this is so fun. And then I glued this down, and I ended up coming back and adding washi tape to that later, but it's okay. As you see, I flip back and forth between the pages as I find things that I want to use, because everything in this bag is all mixed up. So I don't even know what I have. So as I come across different things, I just go back and find a place for them. And then I like the long sentiment here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half and glue it across the 2 pages. And then I'm just going to add this butterfly and a leaf cluster there at the top. I love that, but it didn't work out. And then I like this little label. I'm going to pop that on there. And then this flower is cute. I just cut it down a little bit. And one thing about it is if you use glue instead of adhesive strips, you have more time to move things around as it was still sitting and not completely dry, which is why I'm using glue for this album, because I tend to change my mind and move things around, and it works out. And then I'm going to add some string to this tag I had, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that right on the page, cut that down, and glue this down. Don't you think this is so fun? I just love it so much. So fun. And I just love this collection. I really just can't even tell you. You probably, if you've seen my other videos, I've done a lot with this collection. And it's just so fun and versatile. You can use it for anything. It's just great. And then this is a fold pocket page die that I had. And I'm just gluing that down on the back. And then I'm going to add some rubber ones just to use them up. So fun. And then I'm going to add some tags and things in there in a little bit. But for now, I want to cover this with the butterfly and add a button there. And then I'm just moving things around, trying to figure out what I want to do with the left spread there, but then still trying to think of what I want to do with the pocket as I'm doing that. And so these little tags are going to be perfect. The chipboard, and I'm going to add some string in there and just place those in the pocket. And they just have different sentiments. And it's just a good way to use up your stuff. So, very cool. And then put that down here. And I'm going to add that in there. And then I have another one. I'm just going to add this little piece of ribbon that I had and staple that right on there just for fun. I had a little piece left. I figured why not use it. And look at my stash is shrinking, which was the whole point of that. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some foam squares and pop this up here. And perfect. I love this so much. Alright, and then I found another chipboard tag. I'm going to go ahead and just put some string in there, pop that back in there. And then this page, I didn't know what to do with the, like, I struggled a little bit because I didn't really want to cover it a whole lot because of the pretty print. But then I found a rubber one. I thought that would go really well, the orange with the blue. So I went ahead and put that down. I like the circle, but then I saw the scallop chipboard piece, so I figured I'm going to go ahead and put that down. And then I started to do this, and I did not like it. And I just did not want to take up a whole lot of space on this page. I love the design, and so I'm going to come back to that. And so I love the small chipboard piece. I'm going to put that there. And then I'm just looking. I'm still trying to fight with this layout. And then I saw the heart, and I figured that's perfect because of the starburst pattern. It just looks good. So then that was done. I'm just going to leave it. And then I applied some orange rubber one to the blue page here. And then I realized after I did this, I should have just left that alone and added the create, because the orange background kind of covers the word a little bit, but then you still get it. You could still see it. So I'm not going to stress about it. It's still fun. Alright, and then I'm just flipping through here, and I like this. I'm just using up my stuff. I'm going to put them wherever I can without overdoing it. Alright, and then let's see what else I have. I'm just flipping through, and I've been looking for a sentiment to put in that little label on the left side, and I have yet to find something that will fit. So I'm just looking through, trying to find something that will go in there, and this will be fine. And here is the full album. I went back and added some gems. I absolutely love this so much. And that print, oh my gosh, so pretty. So let's go ahead and take a look. The butterflies with the gem, and then the bee on the corner. And then you can come back and just print out some 3x4 photos, mat them together, punch a hole and pop them in there if you just wanted to add a few pictures, which I probably will. But I just love how beautiful this turned out. I just love it so much. All the texture and the dimension and the fun embellishment. It looks so much better in here than in the trash can, the scraps. Just an idea for you if you're looking for ways to use up your scraps, because you're probably like me, I'm a hoarder. I don't like to throw anything out because, we spend a lot of money on this stuff, and we want to get the most out of our dollars. And this is a way to do that. And they can sit right on your desk and look so pretty. And there's how I did the washi tape on the back of that label page. I just love how pretty this looks so much. And the gems really add a lot to the flower centers. So do take the time to do that. It's so pretty. I hope you found this inspiring. I really had a lot of fun making it. And if you have made this, drop me a comment and let me know any tips and techniques you have for using up your scraps. And here are my labels that are popped in the back. I just love it so much. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. And hopefully you learned something or a technique as you're watching. Take care and have a wonderful day.